Hello guys, today I made some Hello Kitty macarons filled with chocolate ganache. The recipe can be found down below. It is important to have all your ingredients weighed out and all your tools laid out for you before you even start. I don't recommend you getting this food scale, it sucks, don't get it. The auto shut-off timer for this is ridiculously fast. In a clean mixer bowl, add 60 grams of egg whites. Any fats, yolks, stains will not let these whites whip up. Adding a dash of cream of tartar will help it stabilize the eggs. If you don't have this at home, don't bother getting it. Slowly sprinkle in 35 grams of granulated sugar. Dumping this all at once will ruin everything. While you wait for your meringue to whip up, start on your simple syrup. In the pot, first add 50 grams of water and add in 150 grams of sugar. You simply just need to heat this up, don't touch it. Using my thermometer, I'm setting this up to 220 degrees Fahrenheit and it will alarm me when this is done. Once the simple syrup is done, slow down your mixer to a lower speed. Taking this dangerously hot sugar, pour it onto the side of the bowl, letting it trickle down into the meringue. We're not pouring this directly onto the meringue. I don't know what happens when you hit the whisk with the sugar. I would imagine something terrifying, but don't do it. Sift together 150 grams of powdered almonds with 150 grams of powdered sugar. I sifted mine at least twice. You could do it 3 times, 5 times. Whatever floats your boat. I recommend using this rotating knobby sifter thing because it gets the job done quickly and you have to be fairly quick while making macarons. And I don't want to leave the sifted flour around because that would mean it would clump up and I would have to sift it again. And nobody has time for that. Add 60 grams of egg whites into what you just sifted and mix however you want. You can go to town. And this would be the time to add food coloring if you wanted. I'm just taking some of the meringue and just dumping it into my white flour thingy just to soften my batter here. Try to fold 1/3 of meringue at a time, gently folding this. I don't know why, but my man arms got in the way here. You could trace out circles onto parchment paper, but I felt like that made things harder for me, so I just freehand it. Using a number 12 piping tip, pipe circles perpendicular to the pan. I counted to 5 to make sure they were even. Try to leave a little bit of space in between each macaron because these will spread a tiny bit and you'll be drawing some ears too. Using a number 4 piping tip, pipe small ears on the side of the head. I just brought down 2 small lines and that's all you need. The macaron will spread a little bit and it will look a little more like ears. At first it will look a little funny. I let my kitties dry for at least 2 hours before baking them. If you see a bubble, pop it with a toothpick, but don't scribble all over this. They gave off a dough-like appearance on top, and when you touch it, it doesn't stick to your finger. I baked these at 285 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 15 minutes. Anything more, it made it dark. I ran out of heart sprinkles, so I made my own bows. Just cut off a piece of fondant and a tinier piece than that. I'm using a pizza cutter. This is very dull. It's from like the dollar store. If you want to be even more precise, just use a ruler. This piece is a tad bit long, so I divide it into like 3 different pieces. These bow pieces were so tiny and such a pain to pick up. Just fold over the edges, like from one side and the other side, letting it meet like this. I kind of press on it lightly in the center to make sure it's stuck a little, but not too aggressively. And you want to flip this over, taking the tinier string. I forgot to cut it, I'm cutting it now. Take it and take your bow and put it on top of this string, and you want to wrap this up, folding it back and pinching off the piece. Make sure it stays a little connected. You can fluff it up a little bit, but there's not much you can do since this bow is kind of tiny. These are kind of a pain to do, but I think they look a lot better than the heart sprinkles everyone else has been doing. Now taking an edible black marker, draw on some eyes. It should be like kind of on the lower or middle part of the face, not too high up on the forehead. I made them a little ovalish. Sorry, my bangs are kind of in delay. I know some of you hate it when I have hair. Just below the eyes, draw a line across for whiskers. I'm using like 3 lines because I guess Hello Kitty has 3 lines, right? Across the cheek, do the same thing. It's good to have like a visual image or just have the Hello Kitty doll in front of you so you'll know how to draw it, because that's what helps me. Maybe it'll help you, I don't know. Draw in a yellow oval sideways for the nose. I try to do this around where the second line of whiskers are. I'm pretty terrible when it comes to drawing. The best I can do is like circles and sticks. Taking a tiny amount of water, dab it onto the back of the bowl to use it as the glue to attach to the macarons. Thank you for watching this to the very end. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on my social media sites down below. If you have any photos of things you bake, send it to me through there. I'd love to see them all. If you have any questions, I don't have a life, ask away, and bye!